and welcome, lovely one, to my book. I've got it in the flesh. The purpose of the book is about how the fire can teach us through reflecting, through how we show up. And I witnessed over and over and over again these 14 guiding principles that not only show up around the fire and are reflected back to us and in our conscious awareness, but people have then gone into their own lives and used the model that they used to walk on fire, the way that they showed up, the way that they focused, the way that they noticed when unhelpful thoughts came to the surface, the way that they chose to align their mind and the alignment. When they take those principles out into life, that they found that they were able to, I'm going to use the word achieve, but that sounds like a really tangible outcome, but experience life in a way that is easy on their nervous system, but also they found that the things that they were moving towards and wanting to have in their lives were so much more accessible and felt in their own minds inevitable because they did the inner work first. Because so often in life, don't we, we're in action, and our lack of having the things that we want is not down to a lack of effort. It just can be, what is the preparation that we've done with our mind and our unconscious mind in preparation for the experiences that we want? So I've had some feedback about the book already. One is, it's a 2-hour read. So one particular person, I'll give you one person's feedback. This particular feedback I've heard over and over again. One is, it felt accessible. And because I knew it only takes 2 hours to read, I read it, and there are so many other self-help books on my shelf that are much thicker and bigger that I haven't touched. The other thing that they said was the questions. That one particular person said, I had this unease one day, just this feeling, nothing wrong, nothing big. There wasn't an obvious reason for it, but I just had this feeling of something wasn't quite sitting right. So I just picked up the book and flipped open to a page. And just as I have now, and used one of the questions, because each chapter has 3 awareness questions. And the questions are just there to help you bring into your conscious mind what is currently sitting in your unconscious mind. And anyway, this lovely person said that she read the question, and in her answering that particular question, what she noticed was a quietening down in her mind and an ease, a regulation back in her nervous system of back into flow. So whatever the answer was to that question, just help strengthen her inner, and we call it in this book, personal power. It's that where we're not switching ourselves off. So I'll read one of the questions. I'm currently, what chapter is this? Values. And one of the questions is, what values are currently reflected through your daily choices? So what values are currently reflected through your daily choices? And I think that question alone just helps us recognize how being ourselves is really valuable, and that we are tuning into ourselves on a really regular basis. That then leads to self-trust, because at the end of the day, I'm not looking at changing you or changing your life. This book is a coming home to yourself, where you recognize that you have all the answers, including what are your heart's whispers. What do you truly want? And that the layers of restriction that you feel around the things that you want are other people's programs and patterning that's been placed upon you. And this book is here just to help guide you to release that restriction and be able to go right into self-trust, into your knowing, and trusting that knowing. So I hope you'll love the book. I am doing a book signing. A lovely bookshop in York. A friend of mine owns this gorgeous, the Blue House bookshop on Bootham. Sent me a message to say, would you like to do your book signing in my shop? And I thought, book signing? I've not even thought about doing a book signing. And my instant reply was, no, I don't want to waste anybody's time. And then a part of me said, Lisa, are you playing small right now? And what if your friends wanted to come along? What if people that didn't know you wanted to come along and say, hi, I've got your book, or I would like your book? So the purpose of the book signing is to say hello, sign the book, answer any questions that you've got, have a hug. I'll be bringing some books along to buy. All proceeds from the book, all the profits for this year, for 2026, are going to a charity called The Island. And The Island works with 8 to 18-year-olds, helping to empower them through mentoring, one-to-one connection and coaching. So I'm just loving supporting that particular charity this year. This book, I think, is $9.97. And there's also a hard book, which is $15.97. It's beautiful. It's lovely. Right, that's enough from me. I'm sending you so much love.